Pat Hindle with Microwave Journal. I'm here at IMS 2013 in Seattle, and we're here with the Vice President of the ACM division at Rogers, Jeff Grudzien. Nice to meet you today. Thanks for taking the time to talk with us. So Rogers defines some megatrends as far as within the company for growth. I was wondering if you could maybe tell us about those.
Yeah, so Rogers has been using this megatrend strategy over the past several years to really kind of catapult us into the growth areas that we want to go after. So what we're looking for in these megatrends are these big overarching trends that have sub-markets and application areas that are materials rich underneath them, that have higher growth rates, they're sustainable, so they're very attractive to us. Probably about 2/3 of Rogers' business is in these megatrend areas now, and we're going to continue to focus on these going forward. So to give you some examples of the megatrends we're pursuing, so we have the growth of the internet, increased use of mass transit, and also expansion of clean technologies. And within these are all some different application areas, so I'll give you some examples. So for instance, in the growth of the internet, you see everybody walking around with their tablets and their smartphones, and there's just this huge demand for data and video and content, and this appetite that's growing, and so that drives a lot of opportunities for Rogers' different product portfolio. So in the case of the growth of the internet, you've got things like base stations and antennas, and as these service providers build out their networks, this is opportunities for small cells and other technologies like that, expansion into this. The other thing is the clean technology, expansion of clean technology. Think about the electrification of cars and just all the mechanical systems in a car, and how over time those are being more switching to electrical or electronic type applications. And so as cars evolve and as applications evolve in this area, things like hybrid vehicles is another area where if you have a hybrid vehicle now, I don't know if you have one now, but if your current car or maybe the next car you buy is probably likely going to be a hybrid car, and then eventually you get into this situation where cars are being tied into the grid. So you have a smart grid, and the cars are able to talk to each other for traffic flow and collision avoidance. So a lot of opportunities in this whole megatrend area.
And Rogers has a really deep and long history in innovation, over 180 years in existence, which is pretty incredible. I was wondering how you keep that innovative culture and spirit going today.
Yeah, so it really boils down to listening to our customers, understanding what their future needs are. We do a lot of VOC work, voice of the customer, get out, talk to them about their technology roadmaps, what their needs are, and get a good definition of that. Our marketing and R&D teams have spent a lot of time recently mapping out what we call Horizon 1 and Horizon 2. So Horizon 1 in the 0 to 3 year time frame, and then Horizon 2 in 3 to 5 years. So Horizon 1, the requirements are pretty well defined. Customers know what they need. We have a product technology that we're pursuing, so that's pretty locked down. The Horizon 2 is a little further out, so maybe some of the requirements aren't fully known, and so it's a little bit more chance for innovation, and what we're trying to do there is really kind of maybe take multiple paths to success. And we want to be market driven, but we can also be market driving. We can maybe innovate something, and that gives our customers, allows them to do something maybe that they wouldn't ordinarily have done. And I guess the other thing to mention is the fact that we've recently announced this concept of an innovation center. What we're going to do is we're going to co-locate next to a university that's steeped in material sciences and really work on 5 and 10 year out type things, where we've got some technologists and some scientists looking at new platforms. So we're trying to investigate, invent, innovate, and then hopefully commercialize some new platforms for Rogers 5 and 10 years from now.
Great. I like the way you have that really organized. I mean, it really institutes it within the company. And so how about specifically in the microwave space? So I know you've released some new materials, and what advantages those have in the marketplace.
Yeah, so probably one of our continued areas of strength and expertise is the wireless infrastructure. This is where we spend a lot of our time. So I talked a little bit earlier about this being a mega trend, but it's also an area, as the 4G LTE networks roll out around the world, there's huge opportunities in the base stations, in the infrastructure, and we rolled out the 4360 G2, which is a higher decay version of our 4000 material that allows designers to kind of shrink their design down, shrink their board size down, and that, with miniaturization being so important now, it's critical. So that allows them to do some designs maybe they haven't in the past. And then also in wireless infrastructure, the whole area of antennas, and as antennas become more complex and become smart, we've launched a line of our 4700 series, again based off the 4000, very popular 4000 platform, that's targeted at specifically solving some of the problems that the antenna design engineers are having. And then probably the other really big area for Rogers is the whole area of high reliability, what we call high reliability. So aerospace and defense, these are very stringent, very difficult applications that our customers have tough standards that they need to meet. Quality, reliability, very important. It's kind of Rogers' sweet spot. And so there's this whole question around sequestration, whether that's going to impact some programs or not, but reality is there's high performance materials are required there, and we see a lot of opportunities going forward.
Yeah, and we're here, it seems like you have pretty good booth traffic here. How's the show been for you this year so far?
It's been great. It's always good to come to this show. This is we have a big presence at this show. We feel like the customers or the prospective customers that are here are right in our sweet spot. We go after this, they're very technical in nature. They're looking for innovation. They're trying to solve problems. So we have a lot of our application guys here, sales and marketing team as well. But we'll also bring in some of our R&D and some of our operations and quality folks just to give them exposure to some of our customers. They get a chance to see some of the applications that our materials go into, helps them connect the dots and see where the materials go. So that's interesting. And so we continue to support this show. It's great to see the interest in the industry. We speak our own lingo here, so it's pretty good. And we continue to have a great presence here at the show, and the booth traffic's been great. We've got a lot of leads so far, so it's been good for us.
Excellent. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with us today. Thank you.
Thank you.